I'm not vlogging to go viral. I'm vlogging because if I don't create, I literally disappear. Oh, one of them days. Had to push myself to do this. This is day 3. I'm trying to do this daily vlog. And why a daily vlog? I feel like multiple YouTube channels I've had, I've got them to a place and then I've just peaked out. And I started this channel just from ground zero to really just concentrate on building an audience that's based around, I don't even want to say audience. I want to say to find people similar who are doing vlogs, daily vlogs, creatives. You know, I'm 53. I've always been a creative. Continue to act out on creativity. And I just want to find a community of people I can hang with, build relationships with, have the same common things, things that like vlogging, things like music, creating film, documentaries, you know, post-production, recording music, you know, go out on adventures, go on nature trails and documenting it. And that's what I'm hoping YouTube will do for me for this channel, is to find those people. I want to find a community. And I feel like I've never really fit into situations. And maybe that's just me, but I feel like a lot of people feel that way. And that's why I really gravitate towards the creatives, and always have. Even if I don't build the strong relationships, I think I talked about it on another video a little bit, I still gravitate towards them because there's this thing, and we just kind of nod our heads, we know. Because this journey is not easy, and most people want to make fun of it or they want to bash it because they don't understand it. But, you know, now that these cameras, phones, there's a lot more creators out now that never really had the ability to do this. And before even this was a thing, I still found ways to do it. I remember in my 20s, I had a musical group. We were signed, and the label didn't give us any money. I said, man, we got to go do our own music video. So I took a credit card out, which was stupid, and rented a Beta SPK, not a Beta SP, not SPK, Beta SP camera, which is like TV broadcast. And we went out and did 2 music videos. And all my life too, I was, you know, my uncle had a VHS camera. I just gravitated towards that stuff. If someone let me borrow one, I would make my own music videos. But I was always doing this stuff and doing music, pursuing music, making music. So it's just in my bloodstream, and I just feel, man, I feel at 53 I'm still doing this. And doing this is not even about making money. It's just finding those people again. Finding a community. On another note, another reason I'm doing this is because I battle with ups and downs in life. And I find in these cycles, you know, I'm on a lot of supplements, things that help me. And they do. When I take them, they're tremendous. And why did I say tremendous? That's such a tremendous. It sounds like something Trump would say, but in any event, but yeah, they do help, and I'm thankful for them. But if I don't create, if I don't write music, I'm not doing this, I can get in a slump pretty fast. And something that kind of shook me, I was talking to my daughter on FaceTime on Christmas Day, And I didn't even know. I mean, she's about to turn 20 on Monday. And she said, hey, I'm on these meds for depression. I'm like, what? So apparently, I don't know, my kids inherited that from me. I don't say I get depressed. I don't get depressed. I get in these funks. And I realize, it's taken me a long time when I get in those funks, what I need to do to get out of those funks. And that's to create, to get out, to make myself do this. I mean, I was just hanging around, had a great dinner last night, an old buddy and some new friends that he introduced me to. Came home early, just started watching YouTube, watching people's videos. Got up super early. I got up like at 2, and then I laid back down at 6, and I got up at 10. So it's awkward hours. So I don't know. I just felt like groggy today. I said, I don't feel like doing it, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go out and do it. Make myself get some air, come out here. It's actually pretty out right now. Sunset's going down. These trails close by. I was actually researching this area, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be great. I know people have before. There's like some history. This is like Mount Plymouth, Florida here. And then I did some deep dive research. I was excited. I go, dude, I'm gonna shoot this thing today. And then come to find out, some of the stuff was mixed up with other stories. And nevertheless, there was a big hotel here in the early 1900s. Big golf people like Al Capone would come down here. It's burned down to the ground. But I found some other information of, creatives that would gravitate here and come here in the late 1800s, early 1900s and do things. But maybe I'll deep dive in that a little bit later. And it was just like an idea I had. I thought it was really cool since I'm here. But I just looked at the golf course. I drove by it, and they're building houses all over it. So soon this whole place that was remembered for this like elegant hotel in the early 1900s then became a boarding school later, and then it burned. I remember when I was a kid, I saw the smoke. It burned, and there was like rumors back in the day that Al Capone hid money in the walls and things of that nature. So there's all these rumors and things of that nature. But in any event, I don't know why I went off on the rabbit trail on that one, but maybe I won't. Maybe that was just me explaining that to you, and I'll never do it because I was a little discouraged after I got some information. Because I was like, dude, I'm gonna go find these locations. I know the locations are at, but anyways. But you see where I'm going with the channel. I have to create. I have to constantly be thinking, and I may be boring the mess out of you right now, which is great too. But I'm just glad you're along this journey with me, and let me share these walks. Originally, when I came back to Florida from Dallas, I started a whole channel and built it, vlogged consistently. I actually would come out here a lot, and I think it was like maybe I did my second vlog out here, and it's beautiful. It really is. I'd sit at this bench right here. I'm gonna go sit at this bench. But that channel ran its course. I couldn't do anything more with that channel. That's why I've started from ground zero again, and hopefully the YouTube, whatever, the YouTube uppers or the YouTube algorithm that controls everything. Look at that. That's beautiful. See, now that's worth getting out of the house for. That shot right there. Oh my gosh. It's epic. Beautiful. And this area, it's protected. But man, in the next 10 years, this whole area, it's just on the boom. They're building like a little miniature Orlando. Probably about 10 minutes there, a bunch of high rises in Mount Dora. This is Mount Plymouth, but the growth here is crazy. This is where I grew up. I grew up around here, and I'm still here at 53. I realize I've got to do these things and support other people's channels, which I'm doing. I've supported a lot of people's channels over the years and just watched them from afar, liked them, and yeah, but there's, of course, there was Adam the Woo, and He's no longer with us. But a lot of my feeds just that, went out, paid my respects to his house. I didn't really vlog it. A lot of people went to Celebration. I walked around Celebration. I showed the house at the end. I showed the billboard. But just basically said Adam the Woo, he inspired me. Like, before he passed away, when he was over in Europe, I said, you know what, I want to do a vlog again. I missed it. And I was, I don't know if you guys do this too, if you guys talk to AI. I was talking to AI why when I moved my vlogs to one of my monetized channels and they were just tanking. And just says, hey, vlogs don't perform well. And I was so discouraged, I stopped. I said, but I love doing this. There's got to be somebody that would care to watch what I have to say. I mean, because I do it for other people. They just sit there and vent, and I'm just so interested about people's lives and stories. And it's done with simplicity. It's not all cinematic. I don't have to worry about being perfect. Like if I'm directing a video or a documentary or working with some other clients' videos, I can just be raw, turn on the camera and go. So yeah, I'm glad to be doing this again. Hey, and if you are a vlogger, a Disney YouTuber, or in the Central Florida area, or even if you're not, I'd love to connect with you online and just build. Let's support each other. And I'm not looking for anything out of it, just to build relationships. That's it. Not trying to be the next million plus YouTube. I mean, if that would happen, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't, But in the meantime, I've been struggling, from work. I'm a creative, so I do a lot of, media marketing, direct a lot of music videos, whatever, anything video, podcast production, social media content. I got you. So if you have any work you need like editing done, hit me up in my email down below. I'd love to talk to you about it if you need any help and assistance. Also too, which is crazy. I mean, this is a wild story, but a guy I knew up in Atlanta when I was in radio, he pretty much said, hey, got this merch company. How would you like to be part owner of it? So like literally back in July or August, the paperwork and the state of Georgia, I'm part of Merch Tent Media. So if you need any kind of, that's a hat right there. If you guys need any merch needs too, I know a lot of vloggers do merchandise, but we can do anything. That's crazy. We're going up there beginning of January, going to shoot some content for the company, debating. I'm thinking about creating this social media vertical series, and building something from scratch. But man, we have to like write it all. But we are going to do a cool video, because originally with Merch Tent Media, the building there, so I can't think of it's right outside of Atlanta, but they filmed a lot of The Walking Dead there, which I never watched, but the building that we're in is actually the original Boar's Nest that was inspired the writers of the Dukes of Hazzard, because it was a building where all the moonshine guys would stop by. It was a brothel, it was a bar. And so anyways, I keep going all over the place. But yeah, we're going to get a General Lee, a guy that lives around there. We're going to get a General Lee. We're going to be able to use a real General Lee. I get to drive a General Lee. Just as I was a little bit skinnier, I could slide across the hood. But I'm excited about that. A childhood dream to drive a General Lee and shoot content with it. So nevertheless, if you enjoy this content, I appreciate you. And I just want to connect. I need friends, I do have friends, but they're all married. My kids are older, they're far away. And this is pretty much it. I would love to come out and shoot content with people just on a weekend, do nature trails, let's go do things. So I know it sounds crazy, but this is where I'm at in life. Dating apps don't work. Not looking to hook up with anybody either, but just want friendship, companionship, things to do, like-minded things. So when someone pulls out a camera and go, oh, this is great, someone's not judging you for that. So in any event, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Whoever you guys are, I'm slowly building this audience. Whoever YouTube pushes this to, fantastic. See you on the next one on Creative on the Mend. I'm gonna get that last money shot. Hang on.